I'm Nisha Podar, and as always, with me is my co-anchor Pavitra Parekh. So, Pavitra, we've been discussing that 18,000 level for Nifty 50, and it's just holding on to that particular level by the teeth. In fact, just defending that 18,000 level, but struggling to stay on those levels. So, it opened below 18,000 level today, then limped back about 150 points recovery, and then is giving way again. So, at the moment on our screens, just about holding on to 18,000 flat level, 0.4% down in trade at the moment, 70 points cut for Nifty 50. When it comes to Sensex, it's over 200 points lost on Sensex. But Bank Nifty, the banks are resilient today despite the US Federal Reserve's deep cut. Was given to the US market after the interest rate hike, and also the commentary coming in on fighting inflation. So banks showing a huge amount of resilience, outperforming the key indices today, and some of the key banks like Axis Bank, SBI, and some of the other financials, and even Bajaj Auto, Bharti Airtel are the ones adding to the momentum. Tata Steel also seeing some bit of buying after the kind of muted performance it saw after a dismal results. All right, on mid-cap front, that's also holding almost flattish to green at the moment, clearly outperforming the key indices. Advanced decline ratio in favor of the declines, but slightly neck and neck. Pavitra.
Hi, Nisha. Good afternoon. So, like you pointed out, we are seeing a little bit of a red screen, and this is after the kind of recovery that we saw after the morning dip, right? But considering the kind of cuts that we had in the morning on the SGX, perhaps another dip was not completely unexpected. For now, we're still looking a lot better than what's happening in the rest of Asia. So, Hang Seng is down almost 3% right now. Taiwan also up on your screen, 0.9% gone there. So, of course, our market's still looking much more resilient. Nisha was pointing to the banks. Let's pull up some of the smaller banks so you can see the extent of the move. You have something like a Karnataka Bank after the massive 20% rally yesterday. It's up another 8% today. You have PNB, IDFC First. I'm just naming a few. They're all doing quite well. On the downside, it is all about IT. There was a over 3% cut on the NASDAQ, which is what is reflecting on the entire pack of IT stocks. Some of the auto names have also found their way there. And now with this big Q out of the way, focus really shifts to Friday because we'll have the US non-farm payrolls data out. So that is the next big Q to watch for, where the markets could go. But that's the market action. We'll keep coming back to this. First up, let's begin by talking about some individual stocks which are in focus. M&M Finance surges after reporting its best asset quality numbers in over 3 years. Disbursals are also looking solid at a 16-quarter high, and the management remains quite bullish on the growth outlook going forward. Vice Chairman and Managing Director Ramesh Iyer spoke to us earlier. So listen in to what he had to say.
Clearly, maintaining a 10,000 plus crore disbursement should not be a challenge. The second half for rural is the best half. And fortunately, the monsoons have been good. Support prices seems to be good. Infra is opening up. So we are very, very positive in terms of the trends that we see in the rural market, both from demand as well as from the collection front. AUM, we are already clocking 15-16% growth, and the disbursements are more aggressive as we see from the numbers. So therefore, maintaining this kind of a double-digit growth on the AUM should not be a challenge again.
All right, that was the business outlook coming in from Mahindra and Mahindra Finance. Let's shift focus to Varun Beverages, which reported a strong set of second quarter numbers. In fact, the revenue is up 32% this quarter, while India organic volumes grew about 22%, and the international business saw the volume growth of 31%. In fact, the management of Varun Beverages, Ravikant Jaipuria, the chairman at the company, joined us earlier today and said that the growth prospects were looking promising for the company going forward. Take a listen.
We've had a great 9 months going forward, and as you see with the markets opening up and the Diwali and the holiday season starting, we've had a great start, and the fourth quarter is also looking quite promising. Double-digit growths look very possible, and we definitely believe we should do better than that. Well, we are one of the highest margin players in the world, and I think to expect better margins than what we are getting will be really asking for too much. If we can sustain these margins going forward, we should be quite happy.
All right, that is the management of Varun Beverages. They're sounding very optimistic about the growth outlook going forward. They're targeting double-digit growth for the company. But with that, let's shift focus to some primary market action, but we'll keep it with the snacking space. India's third largest ethnic snacks maker, Bikaji's 880 crore IPO, open for subscription today. And the management, apart from bringing us a whole bunch of tasty snacks to our studio, also told us about the company's growth plans post the IPO. So let's listen in to what they had to say.
If you're at 45% utilization levels, at peak you can do 3,500 crores.
So
is that a fair estimate?
We can comfortably, so in ethnic snacks, special snacks, we can comfortably do it at level, at current capacity.
3,500 crores, or is it
very
more?
comfortably?
Very comfortably.
Do you, compensate for the ad spends? Because I'm sure you're seeing a lot of competition from the likes of Haldirams, etc. Will your ad spends as a proportion to your sales go up in the quarters to come?
In last 2-3 years, we done ad spend of close to 1.752%.
Yes.
Right? And that's a number we have always parked on in our P&L. And we are one of the highest ad spend in our segment, in our sweet savory segment.
Okay, all right. Two-part question then, and I think for your business, the distribution is more important, if not as important as the ad spends, because distribution, your reach is very, very important. So a couple of questions. Now, palm oil prices have cooled off. Various input costs as well have cooled off. You're looking at scaling up. So you can't give us a number, but second half of the year, margins will improve in comparison to the first half. And also exports, well, we also want to enjoy the namkeen, but I think the export market as well has opened up. It's around 5% of your revenue. Where do you see that number headed to?
See, basically in first quarter, it was toughest for across all the food brand in India. So we had done a bit of close to 7.3, 7.4%, which was toughest actually, where edible oil was at 150 or 160 rupees a litre. And post first quarter, we have seen cooling off across all edible oil, key pulses or paper prices also cooled off, crude is also cooled off. So we are seeing good numbers in, we are coming in normalized EBITDA, that's what it looks like.
So normalized will be what, towards double digits? Will it be high single digits? We are not getting a guidance from you. We are asking you what is the normalized number?
So yeah, of course, it's a double digit type of.
All right, so that's the bhujia maker coming up with an IPO. You know what, Pavitra, being a North Indian myself, in whole of North Indian belt, bhujia is just such a famous savory. And in fact, during COVID times when we were having insipid home food, bhujia was a huge thing in demand, even as an accompaniment to daily meals. So I know that what is the importance of bhujia as a snack in the Indian
everyone loves
household.
it because the newsroom has demolished everything that they brought to the studio.
Yes, all this fad about healthy eating can just stay, but Indians are foodies by nature. All right, to another IPO corner story then, the IPO of Global Health, which really operates the Medanta chain of hospitals, also open for subscription today. And Ekta Batra, our in-house healthcare expert, is joining in with all the details. Tell us.